Hey guys, so I'm looking at the data in Excel. This is the data clean tab, which is also pulled into Power BI. And so I pull in a pivot table here and put the dates in the rows and the continent in the columns. So you get time series in these various columns, right? Then I went to the next tab and I read in the previous tab, the previous worksheet. So that's the data. And from there, I put a base to January, which is 100. So everything starts at 100. And I kind of normalize it, right? And then the percentage change happens for every month. So we draw a chart of how it progressed by starting at the same 100 base index level at January. So we do this because if you otherwise look at this chart, if you don't normalize it, then it's a bit hard to see the relationship between, for example, well, this one is the grand total, I think. What is this? No, this is Asia. So Asia is just overwhelming, probably because of China. So it's hard to see the changes, right? So yeah, maybe China is shipping everything from China to everywhere else. But that's 2020. Things may be different today. So this is the change. If we look at container numbers, then based on an index, right, for the year 2020, then we have this index time series for each continent. Then we can do correlations on. So on this tab, I pull in the data from the index page, and then I do correlations here by just offsetting the number of columns accordingly. So we have this symmetrical symmetry across the diagonal. This is the correlation matrix. And since we only have the upper triangle has 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, 10. We have 10 different pairs here and the different correlations. Then I sort them so we can see from the highest correlation to the most positively correlated to the most negative. And we did some analysis here. So it looks like the top 6 pairs here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the most positively correlated. And then I check in AI for the distances, and it looks like the closer they are, the more correlated the numbers are, which makes sense. So that's an interesting insight. And then for these two that have to do with Middle East versus Africa and Asia, the correlation is low, so could be independent, and even though the distance is short, relatively short, proximity is relatively near. Uh, Maybe it's just something to do with Middle East. They don't really trade with Africa and Asia. I don't know. And then for Americas, which is far away from Oceania, Australia, New Zealand, and the Middle East, it's negatively correlated, right? And it's more negatively, well, even though the distances are kind of this similar, but it's just negatively correlated. Okay, yeah. So it kind of makes sense here. Right, just to share. Thanks.